Test. One, two, three. Test. One, two, three. Test. One, two, three. Test. One, two, three. Over at the football stadium.
Good evening, Huskies fans, and welcome to the next 2019 season of HBU men's soccer. Tonight's contest takes place between the visiting Wofford Terriers and your HBU Huskies. Let's meet the starters for the Wofford Terriers. Number 1, Shane Burson. Number 2, Sam Ross. Number 5, Buster Soberg. Number 6, Ole Berg. Number 7, Eduardo Velasco. Number 9, Brandon Oddie. Number 10, Lucas Altman. Number 12, Adrian Roseth. Number 14, Austin Tuggle. Number 17, Charlie Harris. And number 27, Meade Fowler. The Terriers are coached by Joel Tyson in his first season at Wofford. He's assisted by Nick Finati, Alec Purdy, Thomas Valakonis, and Nick Finati. And now the starters for your HBU Huskies. Number 4, Don Snellink. Number 5, Michael Gordon. Number 7, Thomas Menke. Number 8, Luis Poblacion. Number 10, Gianluca Natera. Number 13, Elijah Lee. Number 20, Nick Coburn. Number 21, Hugo Von Rees. Number 22, Tim Hugo. Number 26, Jorge Mandujano. And in goal, number 31, Jorge Cabrera. The HBU Huskies are coached by Ryan Pratt in his first season with the team. He's assisted by Lucas Polini and Chris Dodd. As the Husky starters take the field, let's take a look back at their 2018 season. The HBU Huskies finished 5-8-3 and 3-6-1 overall in the Western Athletic Conference. The 2019 team returned 7 starters from last year's team and welcomes 10 newcomers. The Huskies were 2-2-3 at home in 2018, and they opened what is their 24th season of soccer here at Houston Baptist University. The Wofford Terriers finished 2018 5-11-1 at 3-3 in the Southern Conference. They too return a number of starters with 8 returners this year, but also welcomed 15 newcomers. In 2018, the Terriers were 1-4-1 on the road, and this is their 44th season of soccer at Wofford. They do have a history of soccer championships at Wofford, with conference championships in 2009 and 2013. The 2009 team making an NCAA tournament appearance. Wofford will stay in the state of Texas for their next match, September 1st versus UT Rio Grande Valley. And the Huskies will likewise stay in Texas for a matchup September 2nd at Southern Methodist University. Welcome to the 2019 season of HBU men's soccer. I'm Brian Nutt. Live to you at Sorrells Field at Houston, Texas on the campus of Houston Baptist University. Both teams looking to get off to a good start to their 2019 campaigns. Captains meet at midfield with the referees to discuss the coin toss and the general rules. Captains exchange pleasantries, and we are ready for the 2019 season of HBU men's soccer. Tonight's contest includes the head coaching debuts for both Wofford and their coach Joel Tyson, and Houston Baptist and their coach Ryan Pratt. Both men looking to get off to a good start in their coaching careers at their respective universities. The referee blows a whistle, and we are underway in the 2019 season of HBU men's soccer. Wofford plays it towards the back line, works it around to Berg. Berg to Harris. Harris to Soberg. Soberg dribbles it up, looking for a lane through the center. Back to Harris. Harris plays it wide left over to Berg. Berg analyzing, looking up the left. Plays it to Roseth. Roseth tries to throw the pass through the middle. It's broken up by HBU. Pass back to Cabrera. To Snelling. Snelling plays it wide right to Hugo. Hugo dribbling up the right. Looks into the box. Dribbles it short. Takes it to the corner. Plays it back to Von Rees. Von Rees tries to play wide. And it's out to touch for a throw to Wofford. Hugo had a promising run up the right-hand side, but it fizzled out quickly. Wofford with a quick throw in to Tuggle. Broken up by Von Rees. Snelling plays it into the middle, and it's picked up by Burson in goal. Harris plays wide right to Soberg, who looks up the middle to Tuggle. Back to Soberg. Tuggle. A loose touch, but picked up by Berg, who plays it wide up the left. A missed kick by Cabrera, a long shot by Roseth, and it's over the goal for a goal kick. Jorge Cabrera in goal for the Huskies, a junior out of the Woodlands, Texas. Appeared in 14 games last year, all starts. Had 4 clean sheets. His kick up the center, headed off by Wofford. Still played in the Wofford final third. Picked up by Altman, who finds Harris. Harris goes wide to Velasco. Velasco looks to play it into the box, and it's broken up. Picked up still with a one-touch shot by Tuggle, who sends it wide of the goal for a goal kick. A bit of early jitters for both teams here, not playing too much possession, a little loose with the ball, but both teams looking pretty lively. Cabrera's kick long down the center of the pitch. Headed off by Ross, and eventually possessed by Wofford, but a high kick sends a free kick HBU's way. Poblacion sets it down, plays it back. In the center of the pitch, back to Poblacion. Surveys, plays it across to Lee. Lee looking up the field, broken up by Ross. A good turn by Roseth. A quick one-touch by Altman back to Roseth. Looks to play it up the middle. Broken up by HBU. Snelling with the interception. Plays it to Natera. Natera goes wide left. Dribbling through the center of the pitch. A quick shot, but it's out to touch for a goal kick for Wofford. Promising break there for HBU. Unfortunately, nothing came of it. Burson with a quick pass out off the goal kick. Plays wide left to Berg. Berg looking up the left-hand side. Plays it short to Ross. Sam Ross pushing up the left. Finds Adi in the middle. Roseth plays wide across to Velasco, and Velasco plays it back to Soberg. Soberg with a cross towards the center of the pitch, broken up by HBU. Snellink with a good deflection and plays it back wide to Mendojano. Mendojano up the right. A good lead pass, but it fakes out for Wofford. Back to Berg in the center of the pitch. Plays wide right to Soberg. Soberg analyzing, plays back to Burson. Burson goes wide to Berg. Wofford being very deliberate here with their passes. Looking to find the right pass and not be too loose in possession. Comes wide left to Adi. Plays it to Altman, who then gets it deflected, and it's chased down by Berg. Berg being pressured by Coburn. Berg plays it back to Burson. Harris plays it up the center of the pitch. Looks for a long, quick cross towards the center. Oh, it's broken up. Cabrera out of goal, and it's a goal for Wofford. Oh no, we have offsides. Offsides on Wofford. It was a great run by Sam Ross. Unfortunately for him, could not stay onside. It will be a free kick to HBU, and Cabrera will play it short to Lee. Lee plays wide here. Looks to Von Rees. A good turn by Nick Coburn, playing up the right, off the deflection. Ball go out to touch for a throw-in for the Huskies. It's a man down here for Wofford. Number 17, Charlie Harris. Stretched out long for that deflection to knock the ball out of play. Seems to have picked up a bit of a knock. It's a beautiful night here in Houston, Texas. Not too humid, good bit of wind. I call it a pretty good night for a August night. Harris still being attended to on the touchline down here. Harris is up on his feet, walking off with the trainer. Seems to be his ankle. We have a sub for Wofford, number 22, Macion Herrera. coming in for Charlie Harris. Huskies have a throw. Hugo Von Rees looking into the box. A quick throw to the corner, and it seems to be a bit of miscommunication with Tim Hugo, and it'll be out to touch for the Terriers. A good idea, unfortunately not quite on the same page. Goal kick for Burson. He'll look to send it long up the right side. Intercepted by Snelling. And a quick touch to Tuggle. Back to Burson. And the Terriers will reset. Urita back to Burson. A good bit of pressure here by the Huskies. A quick touch out and a deflection. The Terriers regain possession. Back to Tuggle. Tries to play it up the right to Lucas Altman. And it's intercepted. A good cross through the pitch. Finds Snelling on the right, who plays it to Hugo out wide. Hugo surveying in the box. Heads it across. Unfortunately, it's out to touch. And it will be a throw for the Terriers right near the corner flag. A good bit of action there for the Huskies, playing it wide to Hugo up the right. Unfortunately, couldn't find anyone with his cross through the box. The Terriers play it back in and up the right. It goes to Brandon Audie. A foul here by the Huskies. Bit too physical there. And Michael Gordon picks up the foul. It'll be a free kick to the Terriers. Velasco plays it to the center of the pitch to Ureta. And it's broken up by the Huskies. Playing up the right from Snelling to Hugo. He's got a bit of space in front of him. Surveying, looks across the box. Picked up quickly by Berg. Hugo still on the ball, plays it back to Snelling. And the Huskies will decide what to do here. Off the Terriers. Snelling looking for a cross. Wasn't quite there, deflected by the Terriers, out to touch for a throw. Snelling plays it long, quick. Found Von Rees, but Von Rees could not find anyone with his pass through the box. Out to touch for a throw for the Terriers. Good bit of possession here for the Huskies. Fortunately, haven't been able to find the final pass in the final third. Still looking for our first shot on goal. Terriers bring it back into play. Sent back towards the center of the pitch, where it'll be chested down by Snelling. Snelling with a good turn in the center of the pitch. Looking up. Unfortunately, can't find anyone. Broken up here again by Von Rees. And a heavy challenge by Snelling. Bit of a shove in the back. And it'll be a free kick for the Terriers. Sam Ross plays it back to Berg. And he'll look up the left side here. Back to Sam Ross. Looking in the center. Oh, a quick one touch. Unfortunately, couldn't find Adrian Roseth, who sends it deep. Looking to go over the top, and it will be garnered in by Ole Berg. Berg with a good turn. Looks to play it back to the center. Broken up by Snelling. Snelling with a good one-touch pass to Hugo. Hugo gets past his defender. Plays a cross into the box. Deflected out for a corner for the Huskies. Good bit of action here for the Huskies. Finding passes up the left and the right. Hugo has been able to get past his man a number of times already. Looking to find a pass through the final third in the box. Hasn't quite been there yet. Corner will be taken by Gianluca Natera. Natera with his cross into the box. Finds the center. Quick deflection. Out to the top. One touch. And a quick shot across the ground. Unfortunately not there for Luis Poblacion. A pass back through the center by the Terriers. It's broken up by Jorge Mandujano, and he sends it out to touch for a throw for the Terriers. A good cross in the box, found a deflection, unfortunately wasn't dropping for anyone to get a final foot on, and the Terriers are able to clear. Huskies spent a good portion of this first half in the Wofford end of the pitch. Throw in here by Ross. Finds Altman. Altman's pass broken up by Mandujano, who sends it out wide left for Thomas Menke. Menke with a pass towards the box. It's broken up by Soberg, and he sends it down the center of the pitch to Altman. His header is found, and the referee will bring it back for foul on the header. Quick take here by the Terriers, looking to play it up the right-hand side. Kept in play on the right by Velasco. Velasco plays it up far up the right, looking for a cross into the box. Feint. Quick touch, low pass, finds no one for the Terriers, and cleared by the Huskies. Back to Berg. Plays it out wide left to Ureta. And out to touch for a throw-in for the Huskies. Von Rees looking for a long throw, finds the head of Hugo, and quickly broken up by Ureta. Back to throw for the Huskies. Long throw by Von Rees, flicked on by Hugo. Broken up by Snellink. Snellink with a good one-touch pass to Hugo up the right. Hugo has room in the box, looks for a cross. Comes low, passed out for the Huskies. At the top of the box, broken up by the Terriers, who are now on the break. Looking up the right-hand side. Pass looking for Brandon Audie is unsuccessful, and out to touch for a throw for the Huskies. Hugo has had a lot of success up the right-hand side already in this first half. Snelling finding him on a number of occasions with good one-touch passes, unfortunately unable to find anyone in the box to finish off his cross. Throw-ins deflected out back to the Terriers. Quick take, broken up again, and another throw to the Terriers. Brought back into play to Tuggle. Tuggle gets it to Roseth. Looking up the right for Audie. Broken up by the Huskies. Picked up by Thomas Menke. And then broken up again. A loose pass plays to throw for the Terriers. Ball back into play. Number of headers. Finally brought down by the Huskies to Hugo in the center of the pitch. Makes a quick turn, looks to break, plays it up the right side. Referee playing the advantage here. And a bit too physical by Hugo. Quick take here by the Terriers, looking to play it up the left, broken up by Elijah Lee. Hugo made a great turn, unfortunately was able to find a bit of space. Got a bit too physical with the defender, committing the foul. Terriers bring it back into play. Finding Lucas Altman in the center of the pitch, plays it back to Macion Ureta. Ureta plays wide up the right. Wofford with a good touch, back into the box. Looks for the cross, off the chest of number 7, Eduardo Velasco, who attempts the good bicycle kick, unfortunately does not get enough off his foot, and it's gathered in by Jorge Cabrera, who will reset for the Huskies. Cabrera sends it long. All the way back to Shane Burson in goal. Berg playing up the left. Looks long, broken up by Hugo van Ries. Terriers bring it back into play, broken up by the Huskies. Back to Tuggle in the center of the pitch. Tuggle finds Fowler. Fowler plays it up the right, running at the Huskies. Quick play in the box. Bit of miscommunication, and it's cleared by Elijah Lee for the Huskies. All the way back to Buster Soberg. Chests it down. Claims for handball by the Huskies bench. Berg sends it up the right, broken up by the Huskies, and finally possessed, and a foul by the Terriers up the left-hand side on Thomas Menke. Free kick to the Huskies. Jorge Mendijano looks to take. Sends it long up the left. Foul on the Huskies. Looks like the referee claiming a bit of an undercut here. Buster Soberg looked to go over the top. Looked like he might have committed the foul. Unfortunately for the Huskies, it goes the opposite way. Comes to Ureta. Ureta plays it up the left to Ross. Ross to the center of the pitch for number 9, Brandon Oddie. It's broken up by the Huskies. Dribbling through the center, Luis Poblacion. Plays it up the left to Mendijano. Mendijano looks for a long pass. Unfortunately, it runs out to play, and it'll be a throw-in to the Terriers. Huskies have a man down on the far side. Looks to be Jorge Mendijano. And we'll have a stoppage of play here as Mendijano looks to have picked up a bit of a knock. Both teams looking lively in the final third. Unfortunately for both of them, not able to put a shot on goal yet. Trainer's out to attend to Mendijano, as he looks to be in a bit of pain. And he's up off his feet and makes his way towards the Huskies bench. The Huskies have had a good bit of success up the right with Tim Hugo, a 6-foot senior from Duncanville, Texas, making runs both in and out up the right-hand side. Unfortunately, haven't been able to find the pass in the final third for the shot on goal. Likewise, Wofford have found most of their success through the center of the pitch, but they as well have not been able to find their final third pass in the box. We have a sub for the Huskies. Jorge Mendijano will come out, and Tim Watson, number 23, will enter. Watson, a 6'1" senior from Keller, Texas, played his high school ball at Timber Creek High School. Appeared in 16 games last year, starting 6. Had 1 assist. Ball back into play here for the Terriers. Looking back, push it back towards the halfway line. Comes wide to Berg, who looks to play up the left to Ross. Berg reverses field, plays it to Soberg, looking to play up the right, who brings it back to Ureta. Ureta back to Berg. Berg up the left, looks for a pass, deflected by Tim Hugo. Broken up by the Huskies and retrieved by Adrian Roseth. Roseth up the left with a good back heel touch. Broken up by Elijah Lee. who sends it out for a deflection off of Wofford for a goal kick. It was a really nice back heel up the left-hand side for Wofford. Unfortunately, not quite in the right direction for them to finish. Cabrera surveying for the Huskies here, looking to play it back up the field, pushing his defenders and forwards up, looking for a long take. Sends it up the right, looking for Hugo. Off the head, out to touch for a throw-in for the Huskies. Hugo Van Rees looking to bring it in. Looks to Hugo for the flick on, bit long on his toss. Broken up by the Terriers. Comes to Fowler in the center of the pitch. Still Fowler. Looking up, looks for a low pass, broken up by Van Rees. Wofford had a bit more success here in possession lately. Poblacion loses the ball in the center of the pitch. Picked up by Ureta. Plays it out wide right to Fowler. Fowler not quite able to control it, and it's out to touch for a throw-in for the Huskies. Poblacion got a bit careless with the ball. Quick to the Huskies, looking to play it up the left, broken up by Soberg. Loses possession quick. Pings back and forth between Terriers and Huskies, and eventually controlled by Wofford. Soberg brings it back to Berg, who looks up the right. Oh, a foul in the center of the pitch here. Whistled for by the referee. Huskies bench not happy with that call. It'll be a free kick for the Terriers. Tuggle takes it into the box, broken up by the Huskies, and it comes quick. They push it up the right side to Tim Hugo. Hugo looks to play it back to Van Rees. His pass broken up by the Terriers. Oh, and a call here by the referee. Number 10, Lucas Altman down. Foul by the Huskies on Van Rees. Get a bit of a talking to here by the referee. Free kick goes back to Berg. Huskies look to push out. Plays it back to number 2, Sam Ross, who plays it back to Berg. Berg sends it across to Ureta, and he looks to bring it up through the center of the pitch. Plays it up wide right. Terriers looking very lively here. Across into the box, and it's broken up by Cabrera, who will possess and look to bring it out for the Huskies. That low cross had a bit of spin on it. Cabrera looked like he had a bit of a weak touch. His long pass comes out to Hugo. Missed header by the Terriers, and Hugo looks to push it up the side. A tackle by the Terriers, and it'll be a corner for the Huskies. Hard bounce off the pitch on that long goal kick by Cabrera. Unable to be corralled by the Terriers, and it allows Hugo to push it up the right, who earns a corner for the Huskies. Number 10, Gianluca Natera, to take the second corner of the night for the Huskies. Sends it into the box. Deflection by Burson. Back to the center of the box. And it's pulled out by Wofford. Across back in. Looking for Natera. Unable to get onto the end of it, and it'll be out for a goal kick. Another good corner by Natera. Unfortunately, unable to find anyone in the box. The Terriers play it quick to Berg. Berg looking for Ross up the left, who plays it back to Ureta. Ureta up the touchline to number 12, Adrian Roseth, with a loose touch, and it's out to throw for the Huskies. Von Rees surveying. Looks for a long throw, for a flick on for Hugo. Unable to find him. Kept in play by number 20, Nick Coburn, with a cross and a shot on goal. And the Huskies have scored. Thomas Menke, number 7, with the shot on goal. Menke, a senior from Missouri City, played at Ridge Point, appeared in 12 games last year, had 3 goals and 2 assists. Starts off his 2019 campaign with an early goal for the Huskies, who lead 1-0 in the first half. The assist on that goal to number 20, Nick Coburn. Coburn had 2 assists last year for the Huskies. Ball back in play here. Hugo with a good breakup. Back to Tuggle, who plays it out wide right. And a foul whistled for by the referee here. It'll be a free kick to the Terriers. That goal for the Huskies coming off of a deflection by the Terriers, looking to play it out. Picked up by Coburn, who's able to find Menke in the box to finish it home. Terriers play it out wide right with their cross into the box, broken up by Elijah Lee, who sends it out to touch for a throw. Ball back into play. Played quickly here to the center of the pitch. Looking to play it out left to Hugo, and a bit too much. Good idea, not quite on the right line. Burson brings it back into Berg, who plays it to Ureta in the center of the pitch, who looks to go to Schoberg up the right. Burson plays it to Berg, plays it back to Burson, and the Terriers will look to move again. Burson looks to play to the center of the pitch. Picked up by Ross, broken up by Von Rees, and back to the Terriers. Elijah Lee with a quick deflection here. Looks to play it to Snelling. Snelling's pass broken up by the Terriers and played wide to Fowler. Fowler goes up the right, unable to find his next pass. Audie in the box, still Audie with the ball. Looks to turn. Bit of a feint, nothing there. Plays it to Velasco, and it's out to touch for a throw to the Huskies. Fowler with a good bit of possession there outside the box. Not able to find his next pass to Fowler to Velasco, and the Huskies will bring it back into play. Brought back in, chested down by the Huskies. Looked to be broken up. Snelling looks to play it. Good pass outside to Hugo up the right. A good run here by Von Rees. Hugo's broken up on the side, though, by Sam Ross. A nice sliding tackle. Picked up by Snelling. Snelling looks to play it back to the center of the pitch to Natera. Natera with a good move off his left foot, and Burson's down for the save. Really good bit of skill there by Natera, looking to play it back in towards the center and get a shot on goal, but Burson's down quick to stop it. The Huskies look to push it up the left. With the ball is Thomas Menke. Menke loses it out to the Terriers. Terriers still in possession, looks to push it up the right. Snelling breaks it up with a header, and it's out to touch for a throw. Terriers will make a sub here. Off will come number 12, Adrian Roseth. And he will be replaced by number 4, Xavier Anyagri, 5'7" defensive sophomore from Ghana. Anyagri appeared in 17 games in 2018. Logged 1 assist, with the majority of his minutes coming on defense. Quickly comes to him up the right side, and he plays it back towards the center, towards Velasco. Back to Anyagri. And it will come to Ureta. Ureta plays it quick left up to Sam Ross. Sam Ross with a one-touch pass for Fowler. Fowler still on the ball. Broken up by the Huskies. And a good clearance, plays it for a touch throw to the Terriers. 15 minutes remaining here in the first half. Huskies with 2 shots on goal. Terriers with only 1. Cleared by the Huskies. All the way back to Berg, and he'll look to reload for the Terriers. Berg plays a high pass up the left side. Broken up by Von Rees, who is fouled. And it will be a free kick for the Huskies. Played quickly up the left for Nick Coburn. Coburn looks for Thomas Menke, and it's out to touch for a throw for the Huskies. Things have calmed a bit since the Huskies' opening score. Both teams looking to gather a bit more possession. Huskies look to bring it in. Up the left, broken up by the Terriers. They find Brandon Audie in the center of the pitch. And a foul by the Huskies. Luis Poblacion a bit heavy in the center of the pitch. And it will be a free kick for the Terriers. Play it back quickly to Tuggle. Tuggle plays it to Ureta, and Ureta finds Berg. Berg looking for Altman. Back to Soberg, who finds Berg up the left, and they will reload. Berg finds Fowler in the center of the pitch, who plays it back to Altman. Bit of a loose touch, have to garner it. Altman looks to play it up the right, and it's broken up by the Huskies. Soberg gathers, and he'll play it cross pitch to Berg. Ole Berg with the ball, surveying, looks for a cross to the right side to Anyagri. Anyagri plays it back to Altman. Altman to Velasco, who plays it back to Soberg. The Terriers content to shift sides of the field here. Berg looks up, sees what he has, plays it to Tuggle in the center. Tuggle plays it back to Ureta. Ureta finds Soberg up the right. Terriers enjoying a good bit of possession here, really analyzing, looking how they can break down the Huskies. Ureta finds Berg up the left. His pass finds Audie. Audie looks to turn in the center, and it's broken up. Still Audie. Picked up by Altman. A shot from the top of the box by number 27, Fowler. Goes long, and it'll be out to touch for a goal kick for the Huskies. Really good bit of possession there by the Terriers. Cabrera plays it long, and it goes all the way back to Burson. Burson with a good bit of skill to get it around the HBU forward. Finds Ureta in the center. He finds Altman. Altman's pass finds Tuggle, who finds Anyagri. Anyagri back to Altman. continuing his run up the right-hand side, fighting off defenders. Bit of a deflection, and it comes to touch and a foul.
Why is that guy got a fucking knee in my player's face, man?
Foul in the box as Cabrera went down to stop the ball. Referee looks to get in here, shoving. Bit of pushing and shoving. A lot of jawing. Referee talks to Cabrera. And we'll have a free kick here. Cabrera looks to send it long. And a stoppage in play here as we have a Husky down in the center of the pitch. Trainer's coming on to talk to Thomas Menke, who was down. The Huskies will make a change here. Menke comes out. He'll be replaced by number 18, Abdullah Mirza, 5'9" junior from Foster High School in Richmond, Texas.
For the Huskies, number 18, Abdullah Mirza.
The Terriers push it up the right side with Nyagri. His cross is broken up. And it's out to throw for the Terriers. Another player down for the Huskies. Michael Gordon, the player who looks to be injured. He'll talk to the trainer here as he walks off the pitch, and he will be replaced by number 6, Daquan Thomas, 5'9" senior from Brampton, Ontario. It'll be a throw into the Terriers. And it's played back to Soberg, who finds Berg in the center of the pitch. Berg shifting to a central defensive role, while Ureta pushes out towards the left. Pass up the left, looking for someone by Ureta, is unsuccessful, broken up by Hugo. Huskies try to shepherd it out of bounds. Unfortunately, it is off of the Huskies for a corner for Wofford. Terriers will take the corner. Number 2, Sam Ross. Looking to find someone in the box. 9:53 here left in the first half. Huskies leading 1-0 over the Wofford Terriers. Low cross into the box. Deflected down. Broken up by the Huskies and cleared past the halfway line. Burson will come out, play it to Ureta on the left, and the Terriers will cycle through again. Anyagri up the right. Finds Soberg. Soberg finds Altman. Looking to reload. A bit of a loose touch broken up by the Huskies. And a free kick for the Huskies. Quan Thomas looking to take. And instead it will be Luis Poblacion take the free kick here for the Huskies. The Terriers looking to make a sub here at the next stoppage. Ben Nickel, 6'1" senior from Waynesville, North Carolina, will come in. The Huskies reload to Elijah Lee up the right. Looking for Hugo. Unsuccessful, broken up by Royce. Von Ries. His pass finds Hugo up the right. Makes another nice cross. Low to the box. Broken up by the Huskies. Out for a goal kick off the deflection. And the Terriers will make their substitution. Number 18, Ben Nickel, coming in for number 9, Brandon Oddie. Burson plays it short to Berg, who plays it back to Ureta in the center. Nickel appeared in 16 games last year for the Terriers. Had 1 goal. Berg looks to play it up the left here. Surveying. Finds a quick touch. Up to Nickel, who's unable to corral it, and it's out to touch for a throw for the Huskies. Von Ries looks to bring it back into play. His long throw finds the head of Hugo. Flicked on. And a touch here by the Huskies. Blown for a foul by the official.
He kicked the ball!
Looked as though the Huskies player kicked the ball.
He kicked the ball! He kicked the ball into the guy's stomach, and that's why he fell over! He didn't touch him!
Player down is Berg for the Terriers.
Come on, man. Can we hear your mouthpiece? Can we talk in here? Can you tell that we didn't touch anybody? We can watch the video if you want to see it. This is shocking. Shocking. Hey! Come on! My guy's too caught up in other stuff and he can't focus on what his job is right now.
Terriers bring it back into play. Finding Yagri up the right. Back to Tuggle, finds Berg up the left. Seems to be all right. Terriers will make another sub here. Alex Dennis, 5'9", freshman from Charleston, South Carolina. Ball's broken up by the Huskies. Played across into the box and out to touch for a corner to HBU. Good run there by Mirza up the left. Looked to finish across the box. Number 8, Luis Poblacion, will take the corner for the Huskies. 5:49 left here in the first half. Poblacion's cross, whipped into the box, low and through, unable to find anyone. And it's out to touch for throw to the Terriers. Sub for the Terriers, number 13, Alex Dennis for Fowler.
Number 19, Andreas Rojas.
And in for the Huskies, number 19, Andreas Rojas, who will replace Nick Coburn. Into touch, broken up by the Huskies. Good deflection. Quick touch by number 8, Luis Poblacion. Still on it is number 18, Abdullah Mirza. And his touch is a bit heavy as it's out to a goal kick for the Terriers. Burson plays it quick, short left to Berg. Berg gets his head up, plays a cross towards the center, and it's a foul by the Huskies. Taken quick by the Terriers up the left to Alex Dennis. Dennis's possession broken up by Hugo, who plays it to Von Rees. Von Rees's touch out for a throw to the Terriers. Ball back in here, broken up by the Huskies. Number 10, Natero with a good touch towards the center. Still in possession. Looks to play it out wide on his left. Bit too much possession there up the left-hand side, and it's played out for a goal kick to the Terriers. Real good bit of promising possession there by the Huskies. Unfortunately, it comes to nothing. Terriers content to play short here out of the back, looking to build from the back. Soberg plays it up the right. His long cross is unsuccessful, and it's out to touch for a throw into the Huskies. Quan Thomas looks to bring it back in. His throw-in is deflected off of HBU, and it will be a throw-in for Wofford. .240 left here in the first half. Terriers bring the ball back into play. Soberg fronts Berg in the center of the pitch, and the Terriers will look to build. Tuggle in the center. Surveys in front of him. Plays a long cross towards the box. Broken up by HBU. Von Rees with the header. Still the header. Terriers regain possession. Nickel looks to make his cross. Broken up by HBU. Cleared and deflected off of the Terriers for an HBU throw-in. Von Rees looks for the throw. Plays it up the touchline towards Hugo. Good bit of skill by Rojas. Deflected out by the Terriers. Hugo looks to bring it in quick, and he'll have to bring it back towards the spot where it went out. Good turn by Hugo and Rojas. Unfortunately unable to get past the final defender. Von Rees will look to bring it back in with the throw. Looks towards the center, towards Rojas. Rojas flicks on towards Hugo. Hugo looking for Snelling. Snelling heads it down. Good bit of skill. Back to Rojas in the center. His shot blocked. Finds Hugo on the right. Hugo looks to turn the corner. Bit of a heavy touch. And it's out for a goal kick.
Terriers goal kick. Attention fans, there's 1 minute remaining in the first half.
1 minute remaining here in the first half of play. Ball back into play by Thomas. Bit of a grab. Referee looked to play the advantage. It wasn't there, so it comes back for a free kick to the Huskies. Huskies look to send it into the box. Long cross towards goal, headed off by Soberg. Back out towards Natera. Anyagri looks to clear with the bicycle kick.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Let's go.
And that's the end of the first half. The HBU Huskies leading the Wofford Terriers 1-0 at halftime.
And that's the end of the first half. Wofford Terriers 0 and your HBU Huskies 1. HBUHuskies.com is the official website of Husky Athletics. For the latest news and information, follow us on Twitter and Instagram at HBU Huskies and like us on Facebook
stat software for everything. It's kicking my ass today.
They get rid of the old one.
Yeah, like Stat Crew. They have like.
Welcome back to Sorrells Field, ladies and gentlemen. Here at halftime between the contest between the HBU Huskies and the Wofford Terriers. The Huskies leading 1-0. 2 shots on goal for the Huskies, 1 for the Terriers. A good bit of promising play by both teams has gone unsuccessful. The Huskies were able to find their 1 goal about the middle of the first half on a deflected cross that eventually found its way into the center of the box, where it was pushed home to give the Huskies a 1-0 lead. The Terriers have threatened on a handful of occasions, but haven't seen anything come of their endeavors into the HBU half. Terriers' next match will take place on September 1st versus Texas Rio Grande Valley. It'll take place here in Houston. They'll follow that up with home matches versus Winthrop and Gardner-Webb. Meanwhile, the Huskies' next match will be September 2nd in Dallas at Southern Methodist University. Then they'll make a trip to Winston-Salem, North Carolina to take on the Demon Deacons of Wake Forest. September 9th, a trip to Tulsa, Oklahoma to face Oral Roberts. And then a trip to Conway, Arkansas to play Central Arkansas. That will round out their non-conference schedule with a final match on September 21st against IUPUI here back at Sorrells Field. The Terriers will continue their non-conference season September 17th, following matches with Winthrop and Gardner-Webb at High Point University, and then travel to UNC Asheville on September 21st. They'll return home to play Charlotte and Campbell September 24th and October 1st, before rounding out their non-conference season at Georgia Southern on October 4th. It's worth noting that while both teams return a significant number of starters from the 2018 campaigns, both teams also welcome a large number of newcomers to both clubs. Considering the number of newcomers and new faces to both teams, we've had quite a sporting match so far, and we'll look to see more of it here in the second half. Both teams have returned to the pitch. Referees are making their way back out towards the center of the pitch, and we are looking to get underway here in the second half. The HBU Huskies leading 1-0 against the visiting Wofford Terriers from Spartanburg, South Carolina. Second half ready to get underway. The Huskies have a quick huddle, break, and look to start the second half with the first touch. Sam Rojas and Gianluca Natera look to break in the center. And we are ready for play here at the second half at Sorrells Field. Referee puts the whistle to his mouth, and we are back underway here at Sorrells. The Huskies break back and look to push it up the right-hand side. A good touch by Hugo, but it goes out to throw to the Terriers. They play back to Berg. Burson playing it up the right to Anyagri. Anyagri has space in front of him. Quick touch to Nickel in the center. No one around him to close him down. Plays it out wide right, and it's offside by Alex Dennis. Good play through the center of the pitch for the Terriers, unfortunately unable to stay onside by Dennis. Nickel thought he had him up the right-hand side. It'll be a free kick for the Huskies. Cabrera will look to take. Cabrera looks to send it long. Playing up the left side of the pitch towards Rojas, broken up by Soberg, who gets it to Tuggle. Good back heel by Nickel towards the center of the pitch, looking for Altman. Looks to play it on, and it's broken up by Elijah Lee. He plays it out wide to Von Reese, whose kick goes out, but we have a foul, I believe, back at the spot of the kick by Von Reese. It'll be a free kick for the Huskies. Bit of confusion there, but we have ourselves a free kick back on play. Elijah Lee looks to play long up the right towards Hugo. His flick-on header finds Rojas. Rojas up the right, looks to play in. His cross goes long out the back, and it's a goal kick for Wofford and the Terriers. Still 1-0 here at Sorrells Field. The Huskies leading with an early goal in the second half, or in the first half, excuse me. Broken up by Snellick in the center of the pitch, out to touch for a throw into the Terriers. Free kick to the Terriers. Foul on the Huskies. Roseth looks to bring it back into play for the Terriers. Back to Berg on the left. He sends it towards the center of the pitch, finds Altman. Altman's flick on finds Dennis. Dennis playing quick up the left. Cross towards the center of the box, broken up right to Cabrera. Good bit of possession up the left-hand side there for the Terriers. Unfortunately, comes to nothing. Cabrera rolls it out to Thomas. Thomas with a heavy touch. And it's out to throw for the Huskies. Bit lucky there for Thomas. Took a bit of a heavy touch and was unable to possess it. Closed down quickly by number 13, Alex Dennis, but it's out to touch off of Dennis for a throw to the Huskies. Thomas looking to go long here, looking towards Rojas. His throw unsuccessful. Broken up by Ureta, but out to throw again for the Huskies.
Hey, you go on there. Hey.
Thomas with a long throw. Flicked on by number 18, Abdullah Mirza. Broken up, back to Nickel. Nickel finds Altman in the center. A quick flick on touch, and the referee brings it back for a foul here. Lucas Altman looked to flick it on and was fouled by the Huskies. It'll be a free kick for Wofford. Right in the center of the pitch. Be a bit of a difficult angle to find anyone, but we'll see what the Terriers look to do here. Berg will look to take. The rest of the Terriers looking to push up the left side of the box. Berg with a shot on goal. Bit of a long effort, but puts it well on frame just over the crossbar. Out for a goal kick for the Huskies. Was in a bit of a difficult spot there for a cross from the center of the pitch, so looked to take a shot on goal instead. Put it within the realm of the goal, but was unable to put it in on frame. Cabrera looks to send it forward. It's broken up by Wofford. Pushed back, and it'll be out to touch for a throw into the Huskies. Wofford really pressing here, looking for an equalizer early in the second half. 1-0 here at Sorrells. The Huskies bring it back in, broken up by Altman. He pushes it up the right. Looking for Roseth, broken up by the Huskies. Finds Anyagri in the center of the pitch. Soberg plays it to Anyagri. Anyagri plays it back to Shane Burson in goal, and the Terriers will look to build from the back. Berg looks to play long up the left. His pass is unsuccessful. It's out to touch for a throw into the Huskies. Throw in goes towards Hugo. His flick on deflected by the Terriers, out for a throw in to the Huskies. Von Rees looks to play it up the right-hand side. Throw towards Hugo. His flick on. Finds Rojas. Rojas plays it forward towards Hugo. Hugo up the right, still in possession. Cross towards the box, deflected out for a corner to the Huskies. Hugo down out the side of the box over here for the Huskies, and we'll have a stoppage in play as he appears to be injured. 37:55 here left in the second half. Huskies leading the Terriers 1-0. Hugo grabbing at the back of his left leg. Looks as though he might be grabbing towards his hamstring. Maybe picked up a bit of a cramp. Huskies will make a substitution here, number 7. Thomas Menke will re-enter for number 22, Tim Hugo.
Number 7, Thomas Menke. And it is a Huskies corner kick.
Corner to the Huskies. Look to load the box here around the spot. Cross into the box. Good bit of skill. Headed down. Still in play. Looks to be cleared by Tuggle. Tuggle sends it out of the box. Headed on by Poblacion. Still in possession. Daquan Thomas looks for a touch, bit heavy. Picked up here by number 12, Adrian Roseth. He plays it up the right to Xavier Anyagri. Anyagri looking for a cross into the box. Quick touch and deflected out. Terriers still in possession. Heavy touch by the Terriers, and it'll be out for a goal kick to the Huskies.
Hey, man, this is getting fucking ridiculous now. This guy can do whatever the fuck he wants to do. I'm gonna lose my mind here in a second. Get on your microphone and tell him I'm gonna have a fucking meltdown in a second. Let me hear. I'll call him. I'll call him on his microphone.
Huskies look to play to Thomas over here on the left. Loose possession, goes to Anyagri. Anyagri to Tuggle. Picked up again by the Huskies, number 18, Abdullah Mirza, dribbling up the left. Bit of a heavy touch, and it's picked up by Burson.
Terriers goal kick.
Your guy's reputation is on this guy right now.
It'll be a goal kick to Burson and the Terriers. Terriers look to build through the center. Pass up the left, looks to be broken up by Hugo Von Rees. Cabrera sends it skying into the night towards the stands, and it'll be a throw in toward the Terriers. Referee looks to play possession here. And it will come back for a foul on the Huskies. We'll have our first card of the game. Free kick for the Terriers. Cross towards the box, broken up by number 18, Abdullah Mirza. Cycled back towards Soberg, who finds Berg, and they'll look to build out of the back. A deflection here by the Huskies. Chased down by Soberg, who clears it towards the center of the pitch. Broken up by the Huskies. A good touch there by number 8, Luis Poblacion. And the Huskies will look to build. We have a foul on the far end. Huskies will look to make a change here. Huskies send it long towards the box. Looking for Mirza. Mirza brings it down. Broken up by the Terriers. And a foul on the Huskies. Both teams will look to make a change here. But instead it'll be put back in play by the Terriers. Ureta looking up the left. Played back towards Ureta, who plays it back to Burson. Burson looking for his options. Looks to cross. Finds Anyagri up the right side. He looks towards the center of the pitch. Finds number 13, Alex Dennis. Ureta looks up the left. Pushing hard up the left is Wofford. A shot and a save by Jorge Cabrera. Not sure if it would have been on goal, but a save nonetheless, and it'll be out for a corner to the Terriers. In for the Terriers, number 7, Eduardo Velasco for Xavier Anyagri. And for the Huskies, number 17, Jordi Cobo, checking in for number 7, Thomas Menke. Corner here for the Terriers. Whipped into the box. Punched out by Cabrera. Headed back on by the Terriers. Punched out again. Shot. Saved at the goal line by the Huskies. What a great save. Pushed all the way back by the Terriers. And they'll build again from the midline. Headed on here by number 5, Buster Soberg, and it'll be corralled by Cabrera. A great touchline save there by the Huskies to clear the ball. Shot that surely looked like it was on goal. Cleared by Cabrera here. And sent out of play by number 7, Eduardo Velasco. Still 1-0 here at Sorrells. 32 minutes remaining in the second half. Terriers have enjoyed a lot more possession here in the second half. 3 shots on goal, 2 in this half. While the Huskies still looking to build off of their 2 shots on goal from the first half. Thomas looks to play it towards the center. Finds Snellink. Snellink looks to push it up the left. Goes wide to Mirza. Mirza with a shot off his right foot. Sends it through the box. Unable to find anyone. It's out to touch for a throw into the Huskies. Taken quickly over to Von Rees. He looks to send it into the box. Look for a flick on there by Andres Rojas is unsuccessful. And it's cleared out for a throw in to the Huskies. Mirza finds Thomas. Thomas surveys, looks to cross it back in towards the box, but it's right at Burson who corrals it and looks to pull it back for the Terriers. Tuggle playing to the center, looks to play it out left. Back to Berg, to Tuggle, whose touch is a bit heavy, and it's out for a throw into the Huskies. Throw in by Von Rees, headed on by the Terriers, and back to Von Rees, who heads it out of play for a throw in to the Terriers. The cross comes wide to Velasco. Velasco looks to play it forward for number 13, Alex Dennis. Dennis is unable to get there. Broken up by Don Snellink. Back to Dennis. Broken up again by the Huskies, who look to push up the left. A long clearance up the left-hand side looking for Andres Rojas. Headed down by Soberg, who finds Berg in the center of the pitch. A good touch and turn by Berg to retain possession. And he finds Velasco up the right. Velasco looking back to the center to Tuggle. Tuggle looks to build to Ureta. Ureta looks further up the left. Terriers in a good bit of possession here. Heavy touch, and we'll have a foul, I believe. And it'll be a free kick here for the Huskies. Huskies send it long. Berg breaks it up, and the Terriers regain possession. Ureta looks to push up the left. His quick pass is found by Nickel, and it's cleared by Elijah Lee out for a throw into the Terriers. Ureta finds the ball in the center of the pitch, looks to push it up the right, deflected and intercepted by Thomas, who will head it out for a throw into the Terriers. Velasco brings it into Nickel. A lot of pushing and shoving, and we have a foul on the Terriers. It will be a free kick to the Huskies. Both players being rather physical, pushing, shoving. Goes the Huskies' way as a free kick is awarded and a foul on the Terriers. Cabrero looks to send it long here, pushing his defensive line forward. Sends it deep. Rojas is in the vicinity, but he's unable to get his head on it. Flicked on quickly by Altman, who finds Nickel. Nickel finds Roseth, and back to Tuggle and Ureta, and the Terriers will build from the back. Ross looking to build, finds number 12, Roseth. Back to Nickel, looks to play it off the side of his foot, is unsuccessful. Pushing here are the Huskies. Daquan Thomas looking to go, pushes up the left. He's got a space in front of him, player in front of him, and it's out to touch for a throw into the Terriers.
We'll take the ball.
Subs for both teams here. Number 9, Brandon Audie, for number 18, Ben Nickel. And number 20, Nick Coburn, in for number 19, Andres Rojas. Rojas was very lively in the front third here for the Huskies, but wasn't able to get on to the end of any of the passes in his direction. Terriers look to build from the middle here, back to Tuggle, who plays it to Soberg up the right. His long pass towards the center is met by the Huskies and deflected to Snelling. Watson sends it long, and it's corralled by Burson, and the Terriers will look to build again. Berg to Ureta, to Altman, back to Berg, looks to play it up the left, to Roseth. Roseth looks to play it towards the box, broken up by the Huskies, and off the back line for a goal kick to HBU. Huskies look to take a bit of time here. 26 minutes remaining in the second half. Still 1-0 HBU. Cabrera's pass broken up by number 7, Eduardo Velasco. Thomas with a heavy challenge, but it's out to touch for a throw into the Huskies. Thomas looks to bring it in. Intercepted by the Terriers. Battling for the headers. Coburn with the foul. It'll be a free kick to
That's not a
the
foul. That's not a foul.
Terriers.
It's for us, and I don't even like it.
Lucas Altman looks to play through the center. Terriers look to play long up the left, and it's unsuccessful. It's a throw-in for the Huskies. Von Reese looks to bring it in for HBU. And we have a foul on the Terriers. Taken quick, intercepted by number 13, Alex Dennis. The Terriers look to build from the middle. Played on the ball. And two players run into each other, otherwise they may have had a break for the Huskies. Played the ball well, broken up by Snellink. Number 8, Luis Poblacion with the initial challenge. Tried to play wide by number 17, Abdullah Mirza. Sorry, number 17, Jordy Kobo, and it's out to touch for a throw into the Huskies. Thomas looks to bring it in. Back to Thomas. Good touch. Still Thomas. Plays it to Snellink in the middle. He goes wide to Hugo Von Rees. Von Rees looks to push it up the right. He has Jordy Kobo. Kobo in the center. He switches. Plays it to Thomas. Thomas lets it roll. He looks to push towards the center. Brings it back to number 23, Tim Watson. Watson plays it up the left. Looking for Nick Coburn, and it's back for a corral by Shane Burson. Berg back to Burson. Burson to Soberg. Soberg to Ureta, and the Terriers will look to build from the back. 1-0 here at Soros Field. Huskies leading on a first half goal. Huskies pushing. Referee plays the advantage. Still number 23, Tim Watson playing up the left. His cross into the box. Nobody there. Chested down and cleared by the Terriers. Out for a throw into HBU. Good play of the advantage there by the referee. Unfortunately, the cross through the box was unable to find any other Huskies, and it will be out for a throw-in. Taken quickly by Von Rees. He looks to play it up the right. Intercepted by the Terriers, and out to touch for a throw-in off of HBU for the Terriers throw-in. .22 minutes remaining here in the first half. Huskies leading 1-0 over the Wofford Terriers. Tuggle in the center of the pitch, and we have a foul. Bit of a heavy challenge here by the Huskies, and it'll be a free kick for the Terriers. Ureta plays it quick to Soberg. Soberg looks to play it up the right to Velasco with a quick one touch off the side of his foot. Plays the advantage. Still the Terriers ball. Velasco with the ball on the right. Sends it across. Bit of a muff here by the Huskies. Still in the box. Still in the box. Player goes down for the Terriers. The Huskies look to clear. And it'll be out to touch for a throw-in to the Huskies. Nervy moments there for the Huskies as the ball clearly made its way through the box. Found a Terrier, but was broken up on the far side by Hugo Von Rees. Got the ball caught around his feet and was able to clear it before it made its way out for a throw-in to the Huskies. Von Rees looks to go long, headed out by Wofford, and it'll be another Huskies throw-in. First real chances there for the Terriers. Throw in by the Huskies, broken up by Wofford. Finds number 9, Brandon Oddie in the center of the pitch. He looks to play it up the left, and it's broken up by number 23, Tim Watson. Thomas finds number 18, Mirza, up the left. He brings it to the center, looks to switch field, pushes it up the right. Cross to the left to number 10, Natera. Natera plays it through the center, and it'll be out for a corner to the Huskies. Good bit of 1-2 passing there to make their way up the left. Cross was not able to find anyone, and it'll be out for a corner to the Huskies.
Corner kick.
Luis Poblacion to take. 20 minutes remaining here in the second half. Huskies leading the Wofford Terriers 1-0. Poblacion's take looks long to the opposite side, broken up by Tuggle. He clears it out only as far as Natera. Natera looks to push through the center. Still Natera. Shot with the left foot, deflected. Claims for handball. Nothing comes of it. Still Poblacion on the left. Looks to break, cleared by the Terriers, only as far back as Watson. Watson looks to bring it to Thomas up the left. Thomas is crossed towards the center of the box. Header on. Back in. Cleared by Velasco for a throw into the Huskies. Real good last few minutes here for HBU as they look to add a second. Thomas with the throw in. Back to Thomas. Bit of a tussle. And a throw in to the Terriers. Terriers look to push up, try to relieve some of the pressure here in their own defensive third. HB really pressing for a second goal. Throw in goes to Schoberg. Soberg takes it over to Berg. It'll be a goal kick to the Huskies. Cabrera was able to shepherd it out before the Terriers could get back to it. Cabrera taking his time, looks to push his defense up. Sends it down the right. Only gets as far as Natera. Natera looks to turn and loses possession. Gets to Altman. Altman looks to play it through the center, but it finds only the foot of Cabrera, who clears it out for a throw-in. Terriers will make a substitution. Number 27, Meade Fowler. Coming in for number 13, Alex Dennis. Terriers put the ball back in play. Finds Tuggle in the center. Quick turn and a good slide by Von Rees to break it up, but he doesn't retain possession. Tuggle with a good bit of skill through the center goes down, and a foul on the Huskies. Be a free kick for the Terriers.
Get set up! Get organized! Stop complaining, Abdullah! Get organized! Abdullah! Get organized!
Terriers look to make another change here. Number 34, Christian Wommeldorf, 6-foot senior from Sarasota, Florida. Referee talking to both teams here as the Terriers look to organize their free kick. Huskies put 4 in the wall. Defenders look to check their runners. Referee talking to the wall, making sure none of them have their hands in illegal positions so as not to catch a free kick for a handball. Terriers look to take here. Berg. Shot on goal right at Cabrera. Roseth drove clean through the ball, but was unable to put any curve on it. Sent it right to Cabrera. Cabrera looks to clear down to Abdullah Mirza. Terriers with the header. Back to Don. Snellink clears it up the left towards Mirza. Picked up by Soberg. And Soberg sends it back to Burson. Burson looks to go to Berg. Pressure on. Shot on goal. And a goal for the Huskies. Very sloppy out the back by the Terriers. Good deflection. Push past. Burson was well off his line. And Jordy Kobo with the clear finish into the back of the net, pushing the Huskies' lead to 2-0 now. 16 minutes remaining in the second half. Good high press by the Huskies, pushing the issue on the Terriers, and unfortunately for them, unable to keep possession. Kobo finds his way around and puts it in the back of the net. The Terriers make their sub, Christian Wommeldorf, number 34, coming on for number 14, Austin Tuggle. Tuggle played well through the middle of the match here in the central midfield, possessing the ball well for Wofford. Unfortunately, hadn't been able to find anyone in the final third. Velasco plays it up the right. He looks to turn on Thomas. Good bit of shepherding out here, and it'll be a throw into the Huskies. Thomas did well there to shepherd Velasco out. Thomas's quick header on. Throw in looking for Mirza. Mirza misses. Good bit through the middle. Jordy Kobo in the center. Sorry, Gianluca Natera finds number 20, Nick Coburn, up the left. His cross off the right foot goes wide. Shot by Kobo. Comes out, and a foul on number 8, Luis Poblacion. We'll have a yellow card, number 4, Don Snellick. Second yellow of the game for the Huskies. It'll be a free kick to the Terriers. Huskies look to make a change here. Lucas Vasquez, 6'1" sophomore from Buenos Aires, Argentina, will come in for number 10, Gianluca Natera, at the next stoppage. Terriers look to build out the right. Cleared by Abdullah Mirza. Takes it towards the center of the pitch and plays it back towards number 8, Luis Poblacion. Poblacion finds Van Rees. Van Rees looks to push it up the right. Still Van Rees. Van Rees back for Poblacion. Out to touch for a throw into the Huskies. Huskies will make a sub here. 14, Lucas Vasquez will come on for number 10, Gianluca Natera. Natera's been busy in the center of the pitch. A junior from Katy, Texas, played his high school soccer at Seven Lakes High School. Appeared in 15 games last year, 5 goals, 6 assists, both the leading scorer and returning assist man for the Huskies. Ooh, a heavy challenge from behind here by Wofford, and it'll be a straight red for the Terriers.
Buster! 4-4-1! 4-4-1! Hadi, raise the one.
Very heavy challenge from behind there by the Terriers. A straight red shown to number 34, Christian Waldorf. Had just made his way onto the pitch shortly, and his night will be over. .54 here left in the second half. Huskies leading the Terriers 2-0. Terriers have to play the rest of the match here with 10 men. Huskies bring it back into play here. Terriers will play the rest of the match down a man. Velasco plays it back towards the center. Broken up, finds Altman. Altman looks to play it out the right, broken up by number 23, Watson. Watson. Back to Mirza. Finds Nick Coburn. Snelling plays it wide. Finds Jordy Kobo. Kobo plays it to the middle, finds Coburn. Oh, a quick one touch there by Lucas Vasquez. Finds no one, and it comes back to the Terriers. Quick heavy touch, Vasquez wins it back. Plays it back towards the center of the pitch, towards Luis Poblacion, and he'll send it to Von Rees. Von Rees back to Poblacion. Over to Watson. Watson to Daquan Thomas. Thomas back to Watson, who finds Elijah Lee. Lee finds Von Rees. Von Rees finds Poblacion. Poblacion to Thomas. The Huskies enjoying possession here, especially with the Terriers down a man for the remainder of the match. 13:36 left in the second half. Huskies leading 2-0. Thomas looks to push up the left. Bit of a tussle. Good spin by Thomas. Gets himself back in the center. Finds Vasquez. Vasquez looks to push, and a foul on the Terriers. Number 7, Eduardo Velasco with the foul. Huskies bring it back into play. They find Jorge Cabrera. Cabrera looks to build, finds Elijah Lee. Lee sends it long up the right-hand side, looking for number 17, Jordy Kobo. Kobo stays in possession. Pushing up the right, looks for a cross into the box. It's loose in the center, cleared by the Terriers, and quickly back to number 27, Meade Fowler. Foul on the Huskies, and the Terriers will make a sub. Number 3, Josh Mackey, come in for number 2, Sam Ross, on the next stoppage. Terriers look to play Lawn up the right. Lawn cross forward, can't find anybody, and it's corralled by Cabrera. Terriers force Cabrera to pick it up, and he'll build from the back again. Huskies looking to take their time. 11:55 here left in the second half. Huskies leading 2-0 over the Wofford Terriers. A red card putting the Terriers down a man for the remainder of the match. Poblacion to Thomas. Thomas back to Watson. The Huskies content to possess here. Watson finds Von Reese, who finds Poblacion. Back to Cabrera. He finds Vasquez. To Poblacion. Look to be kept in by the Huskies is unsuccessful. It'll be out to touch for a throw-in, and a sub will enter for the Terriers. Number 3, Josh Mackey, for number 2, Sam Ross. Ross done an excellent job tonight anchoring the back line for the Terriers. Really trying to lead them from the back. Terriers bring it back into play. Get it to 10, Altman, who pushes through the center. Looks to spin, can't quite get away, and the Huskies will look to move forward. Broken up by the Terriers. Back to 27, Fowler. Broken up by the Huskies. Nick Coburn looks to go wide. Can't find his teammate, and it's broken up by the Terriers again. Looking to push up the left, chested down by Hugo Von Reese. Finds Poblacion, and the Huskies will possess. DeQuan Thomas, back to Poblacion. Snellink, Von Reese. Back to Elijah Lee. He sends it forward, broken up by the Terriers. Off of the Huskies, and it'll be a throw-in to the Terriers. Taken quickly. Pushing up the left side and a foul on the Huskies. Free kick to the Terriers. Lucas Altman looks to play wide, finds Velasco, but he's ruled offsides by the assistant referee. Nine minutes remaining here in the second half. Huskies leading 2-0. Cabrera sends it long, looking for Abdullah Mirza, but it's over his head. Cleared away by Eduardo Velasco, and it'll be a throw into the Huskies. Thomas looks to bring it in, finds Mirza in the center of the pitch, looking to drive forward, takes a shot on goal, and it rolls just wide. Wofford looks to build from the back. Ureta finds Soberg. Soberg goes back to Ureta. Pushes forward to Adrian Roseth. Broken up by the Huskies, and they'll push back to Tim Watson. Watson to Thomas. Back to Watson. Watson looks to clear. Headed forward, but only to as far as Don Snellick. To Thomas, broken up by Meade. Fowler. Thomas still looking to go. Broken up, and a foul on number 6, DeQuan Thomas. Scuffle here between both teams, leading to a yellow for number 6, DeQuan Thomas. Number 4, Xavier Anyagri checking in for number 7, Eduardo Velasco. Played long by the Terriers, but too far for Anyagri, and it will be out for a goal kick to the Huskies. Cabrera sends it deep, headed on by number 17, Jordi Cobo, but his header runs out of bounds and will be a throw into the Terriers. Taken quick, handball, shout from the Huskies, be awarded for a free kick for HBU. 6:37 left here in the second half at Sorrells Field. Huskies leading the Terriers 2-0. Terriers playing the last 10 minutes or so of the second half with only 10 men on a straight red card by number 34, Christian Wommeldorf, on a heavy challenge up the far side. Cleared away by the Huskies, but only as far as Soberg. Soberg finds a teammate in the center who looks to play it up the right to meet Fowler, but it's too long, and it'll be out to touch for a goal kick to HBU. Huskies clear to Abdullah Mirza, makes a good back heel touch, and it's out to throw to the Terriers. Anyagri finds Altman, shouts a handball by the Huskies bench, but nothing comes of it. Back to Soberg, who finds Burson in goal. Looks to play to Ureta, heavy touch. Plays wide to Soberg. Soberg looking up the center of the pitch, finds Meade Fowler, but he's broken up by Thomas. Still Fowler. Fowler and Thomas. And a foul by number 6, Daquan Thomas. Free kick for the Terriers. Soberg back to Ureta. Thomas has to be careful there. Already sitting on a yellow. Good defensive clearance by Poblacio, and be a throw into the Terriers. Good toe out by the Huskies, looking to push forward, and a foul by the Terriers up the far side. Be a free kick to HBU. Four minutes remaining in the second half. Huskies leading 2-0 over the Terriers. Free kick taken long by the Huskies. Flicked on quick, but only as far as Soberg. Soberg looks to possess and sends it to Xavier Anyagri up the left. Plays it to Meade Fowler. Fowler with a good turn. Looking to push towards the center. Using a bit of pace. Pushing up the right. Finds number 9, Brandon Audi. Audi looks to cross. Quick to the box. Elijah Lee gets a foot on it. Broken up only as far as Audi. Shot, but wide of the frame of goal. Out for a Huskies goal kick. Jorge Cabrera sends it deep. Looking for Lucas Vasquez. Touched on only as far as Nick Coburn. Coburn sends it long, and it's garnered by the Terriers. Back to Burson. Burson finds Soberg. Soberg finds Xavier Anyagri. Anyagri looks to play it up the right, but his touch is too heavy, too long for number 9, Brandon Audi, and out for another goal kick. 2:40 remaining here in the second half. Cabrera sends it towards Thomas. Flicked on, out to touch for a throw-in to the Terriers. And Yagri looks to take. Throws it to the center, finds Altman. Altman with a quick turn. Got past Poblacion. And a foul by Luis Poblacion. Yellow card shown to number 8, Luis Poblacion. Shot from the free kick by number 6, Ole Berg. Bit off frame, finds the top netting, but unsuccessful. Out for a goal kick to the Huskies. 1:40 remaining in the second half. Huskies looking to use their time. Cabrera sends it long. Intercepted by the Terriers. Broken up again by the Huskies. Finds Poblacion in the center. And he'll look to push. Retained a bit of possession. And a foul. On the Huskies. Player down for the Terriers. Ball back in play. Altman. Looking for Anyagri too high. And it'll be out for a throw to the Huskies. 1:10 remaining in the second half. Huskies leading 2-0. Throw in only as far as Berg. Berg finds Soberg. Berg sends it long. Looking for Adi. He looks for Anyagri. And it's a throw into the Terriers. Anyagri finds Adi. Adi with a bit of a loose touch. 1 minute remaining in the second half. Shot by number 22, Macion Herrera, right at Jorge Cabrera, who garners it up. 30 seconds remaining. 2-0 here at Soros Field for the Huskies. Cabrera sends it long. Right to Soberg, who finds Anyagri. Anyagri looking up the right. He has Fowler. Fowler looks to run on Thomas. Cross towards the box. Header across goal. And out to touch for a goal kick. The final seconds countdown here at Soros Field. The Huskies open the season with a 2-0 victory over the Wofford Terriers. An excellent display by both teams. Really pushed forward. The Huskies finding the goal in the first half and then halfway through the second half to push their lead to 2-0, where it will finish here at Soros Field. I'm Brian Nutt. Thank you for listening. The Huskies open the season 2-0 over the Wofford Terriers.